welcome to another brand new episode of Cooking with David. Today we will be making a latte, a coffee nut latte. Now the ingredients we need for these are really quite simple. We just have napkins for wiping things off. We need our syrup, which can be bought at Walmart or any local coffee shops often sell these syrups as well. This one was bought at Starbucks. Coffee beans. Now these are home roasted beans, which means we roasted them at home. And these are the best for espresso, I believe, because they're fresh. And if you do roast your own beans, make sure that you let these degas for about a day before you use them. Otherwise, your espresso machine will clog up. Then you just need a pitcher for your milk and a thermometer so you can check the temperature, and a 14-ounce coffee mug, espresso machine, and then you need a grinder. This is a conical burr grinder. This is a good grinder. You don't want just a burr grinder, you want a conical burr grinder. And you definitely don't want a blade grinder because that'll just chop your beans up into a mess. This will keep it nice and even and consistent grind. So, those are we also need milk. And the milk that you get, the higher the fat, the better your foam will be. So that's our ingredients. So let's get started. First you turn the machine on and you wait for it to heat up. And this will take a few minutes and you'll get a green light to let you know when it's on. Okay, our green light is turned on, which indicates that the boiler is hot. So before you actually do your espresso pull, it's good to prime your pump by just running water through the machine and into your little shot glasses. This also has the side effect of getting your glasses nice and warmed up for when you actually pull your espresso shot. It won't cool them. The cups, if they're nice and hot, your espresso won't cool off really fast. Now we want to take our portafilter out and wipe it off. Yeah, it's also good to have a really good warm portafilter. You get 2 of these full of beans. Put them in the grinder. This is about 1/8 of a cup measure. Put it on the espresso setting, which is kind of lower than your typical drip coffee grind. So 2 of those in, 1 for each shot. And you grind. Now we just put it in our hot portafilter. Oh, we also need a tamper. Now this is an aluminum weighted tamper, but any old plastic tamper will do fine. This one just makes it a little easier. You push a little bit light and turn. And I also like to go up around the edges of the portafilter and do an extra turn. Then you blow off any dust, put it in your machine, and you start the pull. So that wonderful creamy texture is called crema, and that's the best thing of espresso. We can go ahead and put these in our cup. There you go. I like to put my extra shot glass under the thing to catch any drips, and this thing has been dripping a little bit more. Now you switch the machine over to steam, and you wait for that to warm up. And it's also good to run the steam just to get any liquid out, to bleed it of water. So now, while this is heating up, we can get our milk and pour that into our little pitcher. Now for this, I don't have an exact measurement, but I fill it up to about there. And I'm guessing that's 10 or so ounces or so. You want a little bit extra milk because you're always going to have a little bit of milk waste because you just are, so. Okay. Alright, I believe our machine is ready. So now we begin the steaming process. Now it's a good idea to start near the top. Just barely enter it in so that you can see a good movement of the milk. We're not getting that movement at the moment, but if you hear too much air blowing sound, you're not deep enough. You need to enter it a little bit deeper. But keep it as close to the top as you can without hearing air coming through like this. We're going to heat this up to about 145 to 150 degrees. Okay, I have enough film, so I'm going to sink it. And just let it heat deep inside the milk. Okay, I'm up to 150. And when you turn it off, it's going to continue to heat because the thermometer doesn't register everything. So you want to cut it off about 150. Now, we need to add our syrup. I should have done this before I put the milk in, before I steam the milk. I just do about an ounce of syrup. And for my taste, I don't like it quite as sweet, so I do about half an ounce. So now, I take the spoon to hold back some of the foam, and I pour. Come here, camera guy. And I get a nice layer of microfoam on the top. The spoon holds back the bigger chunks of not as good foam. And that's it. And now you have a wonderful toffee nut latte. Would you like to try it?
Who, me? Oh, okay.
Our camera guy will now try the toffee nut latte.
Well,
okay, just try it.
whoa, that's hot.
Yes, you may need to let it cool down. But is it good?
Tastes like toffee nut. I wish I could have one of these at home.
Well, now you can. So, thank you for watching, and that's another show of Cooking with David.